He's whiny.
Yeah, like he sounds like such a bitch. Dude, because I bought some of the ordinals, which are they're like NFTs on Bitcoin. Essentially, we call them ordinals because the Bitcoin people
they're tryhard.
Yeah, so they made up a new word for it, even after we already had our own like gay made up word that we spent like 4 years explaining NFTs to people. They finally get to the point of understanding it, and then the Bitcoin people were like, well, what if we called them ordinals because they're on Bitcoin now? And then everyone's confused again. But so I've bought like a few of them, and what I've noticed is when you buy them and they go up a lot, it feels great. But like when you buy them and they do the thing that NFTs do and just go straight to zero and nobody buys them, it sucks so fucking bad because you're sitting there and you're realizing that like I just burned that much in Bitcoin, right?
Yeah.
Which like I mentally price Bitcoin at like future value $10 billion.
Yeah.
So like I see, holy shit, I just burned a third of a Bitcoin on this fucking dipshit monkey picture because I thought like I had some freaky thesis about, oh, the monkey picture was created by this renowned monkey picture artist.
That's a good point.
It's gonna go way up.
Losing Bitcoin is far more like emotionally devastating.
Like I could have lost that cash value, and it would have been like okay, like I'm not happy about it.
But there's a limited supply of Bitcoin, and it's only getting smaller. Like
right, yeah.
Like we'll see the exchanges. Like I suspect by the end of the cycle, exchanges are gonna start running out of Bitcoin. Like you're gonna see like I think
we're already coming up close to that place, man.
Yeah, we are. No, it's gonna be rough. Wait, I have to get my charger real quick. Keep talking.
Okay. No, because I've actually been I've been trying to take all of because I had a Bitcoin that I was holding either through like leverage perpetual positions or like shit that I had out on loan, or I was holding like wrapped Bitcoin on Ethereum. And I have gradually been trying to wrap all of that shit up and like actually hold actual Bitcoin now on its native chain, because I do actually think that we're going to kind of have a fucking bank run on Bitcoin. I might be delusional. I could very well be delusional. But if there's like a supply run on Bitcoin, it will just giga fucking send the price, right? And like in that situation, all the exchanges and stuff are going to have to like, they're going to have to like freeze the price or do some weird thing with trading. And like, I don't want to wind up with that situation that I had when I was in GameStop and like Robinhood just said, fuck you, you can't like, there's no more buying allowed or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I'm sure that's effectively what's going to happen. They're going to have to like shut off buying.
Yeah.
And then
like, I want to have some of the asset that allows me to actually transact it, so I don't get caught up in like some centralized fuckery where they just tell me I can't buy or sell anymore.
I suspect you'll be allowed to sell because they'll want the supply back.
Yeah.
But I see that coming very soon. I mean, it already has started. It's like smaller exchanges already are like you'll see. Like, I've seen like a few like shitty Chinese ones or whatever. Yeah. People posting screenshots like we've run out of Bitcoin.
Yep.
So that's coming. I don't have enough Bitcoin, and it's making me more and more anxious. So hopefully I run up the bag a bit so I can stock up, and then I can enter the Citadel. I
have too much Ethereum, but like, so here's the thing: like, I leveraged all of my Ethereum for wrapped Bitcoin, right? Which is like, it's not actual Bitcoin, right? But it's like a token that is somehow linked to the price of Bitcoin, but it's on Ethereum's network. But like that doesn't fucking matter. Wrapped Bitcoin is like that. It's fake. It's not like actually fake, but in the situation where there's like a supply shock, it's fake. So I need to find some way to get that into actual Bitcoin that I can hold. I don't know. Like I'm just becoming like, and this is the other thing, man. Like I'm just becoming the schizophrenic libertarian, like taxes are bad guy, right? Like well,
that's what happens in the bull market. I become that guy every time, and then I ease up in the bear market when it's worth not shit. And I'm like, oh, actually, the dollars are cool. Let me get a 401k.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I do feel that it's a little bit different this time, mostly because I mean, you have a bunch of billionaires dumping their, like, fucking Bezos is dumping all of his Amazon shares. Uh, Billionaires are like exiting the stock market. I'm not saying like all of them are selling everything.
No,
but
I
like,
think stocks are. I'm not.
I don't want to. I don't want to say they're
fine.
like fucked, but like it seems like there's some big dudes out there that are trying to sell the top here.
No, this whole decade. I mean, this is the stagflation decade. I mean, homeboy Dalio's been saying it since the beginning of the decade. He's like,
but like I can't even say it because like the finance people are literally always talking about how we're on the verge of financial collapse, right? Like when have like the libertarian gold people not been telling us that the financial system is like it's a fragile mechanism of the interconnected Rube Gold, but it's like it's never exploded. It's never
no. I don't think the financial
happened.
system is going to collapse, but I think that the value prop for equity for like stocks and for like a lot of the assets is going to go like it's going to get outpaced by like I don't know, other shit.
Yeah, I mean it was already like I mean we've sort of hit the sort of like cartoonish point where all of the super rich people don't have any like they don't have anywhere to put their fucking money, you know? Like this was all of the tech valuations in the United States stock market were literally just, oh my God, we have so many billionaires and they can't put it all in property. Like they ran out of assets to buy. So they're just fucking pumping like Tesla stock at this point. Right.
Yeah.
And it's like, now we have like Nvidia just going to 10 billion as like the same thing. Everyone is basically treating it as like stock market Bitcoin.
True. Well, it is because it runs. See, Nvidia is
there's
actually,
okay. So there's like a narrative for why it's going up to like $1 billion trillion, but like it.
Well, it's more than the narrative. Like they have to, the GPUs for Bitcoin, for gaming, and for AI. Like there's actually like a
no. Like I'm not saying that it's like narrative means it's like a fake explanation, but I'm saying like traditionally stocks on the stock market will be valued based on like earnings reports and like how much you know in like a perfectly either elastic or inelastic. I always forget. I don't know finance shit, man. I'm a retard. But I think you know, there's like old stocks like Panera Bread. It trades very, very closely to like the earning reports, and a new one comes out and it basically teleports to whatever the price should be based on where you know, like what their profits looked like, their margin, their redistributions, or whatever they're fucking doing. That's not Nvidia. That's not Tesla. Right. They are very much so speculative assets. They have entered the territory where like the valuation of their stock is not just based on like some quant going, oh,
the narrative.
Yeah. So it's just like it's stock market Bitcoin. Yeah. It's stock market Bitcoin.
I mean, that's also the thing with like Tesla, Nvidia, Robinhood, Coinbase, and like AMD kind of all kind of trade with the Bitcoin, with the crypto market. They don't trade off like normal stock market.
Yeah, they're like weird stores of billionaire money where they're just, and you know, the other thing is like people shit on crypto all the time for, oh, it's so volatile, it'll go to zero. But like, didn't they fucking send Meta down like 80% or something? Like I'm seeing stocks now and like, I don't really look at this stuff because again, after I pulled out all my 401k shit to buy fucking monkey pictures. So I am not the guy to go to for your stock market calls here, man. But like I was being shown some of these very, very large stocks, you know, very high market cap stocks, and they're pulling swings that make cryptocurrencies blush, bro. Yeah.
No, ever since 2020 and everyone started fucking like shorting for COVID and doing GME and all that shit, it's all fucked. Like the entire world is playing Bitcoin rules now. We don't play nothing.
Everything is speculation. Everything is just pure spec. And this is why I get so confused when the crypto guys are like, oh, we need to be more than speculation. We need to be a zero knowledge proof on the layer one, like Ethereum blockchain, EVM. Like you need to be a casino, dude. You need to be whoever. And this is why like the projects that I like the best and the only ones that I'm really interested in, because again, like, you know, every crypto cycle, there's a bajillion different narratives to invest in, right? Like we've the AI coins. Fuck that, dude. I am so uninterested in the AI shit. Like if I hear about AI stuff early, I'll buy it just because I know like people, like I'm gonna buy the AI. Like crypto people love scams and vapor, right?
Shout out to Imagine AI and Thelema.
By the way, there is. we should Imagine AI, a non-vapor company, and that they have their own like they basically do uncensored image generation, which is going to be used effectively by all of the crypto people to make like naked anime women, right?
Yeah.
And so like I bought this a while ago because I was like, okay, so they're like not Vapor in the sense that they have their own GPU cluster, they have their own team of machine learning engineers, they have their own machine learning model that they have developed. Like it's not just a they didn't just port over some like open AI shit. It's not like a stable diffusion model that they're just like tweaking, or it's their own model, it's their own shit. They have their own servers. And I was like, it's got to go up a bunch, right? Like there's no way that there's no way a fucking coin that lets a bunch of crypto people make naked anime women doesn't go up in value. And it did, but like every other AI coin went up like 1,000x, and this one went up like 4x
because
or something. And
the other
like,
see, you made the classic blunder. Promise but never deliver.
Literally,
you want to promise them the world, and if you never deliver, you go up 1,000,000,000%.
Dude,
and if you have an actual product, you get fucked.
This is going to sound like absolute bullshit. I was in a meeting with a group of venture capital advisors and a team who was going to be releasing a product, right? And they pitched a product that I thought sounded fucking awesome. I was like, and they had a great presentation. It was like a massive like IQ Mog. And the team was like, honestly, I think you should just ditch the whole product and just launch a meme token.
Hell yeah,
like,
dude.
I was like, and this wasn't like dumb, like crypto, like these were like yeah. I'll tell you who these guys were later, and you're gonna be like, holy fuck, that's funny, man. But like,
awesome.
They basically said just launch a fucking meme coin, dude, because, and this was amazing. This was their reasoning. They were saying, if there's a product, people will compare it to other products with similar valuations, and there's a ceiling for the market cap, right? People will look at this and they will say, I should start selling at this point. If you're a meme token, what the fuck do people compare it to? They compare you to Doge. They compare you to sheep, like fucking like $1 trillion assets, bro. You literally,
assets.
Yes. Like you can literally convince people that you have the upside of infinity if you're just a meme coin. If you have an actual product, people start like comparing you to other actual products, and now you're fucked because other actual products are invested in by people who are like reasonable investors who don't they don't have like cucks. The meme math going on in their head, right?
Fucking logic cucks.
It's like yeah. It's like
old paradigm. It's
like in fucking the fucking 2020 cycle where everybody was like, dude, I think Doge is going to go to 1 cent. And I was like, there's no way. Doge is literally like an inflationary shitcoin made for fun. There's no fucking...
That's actually the best part about Doge is that it went to that price and it's an inflationary. It adds coins all the time.
Yeah.
It's not even like deflationary like everything else. That's so funny. Anyway, continue.
Yeah. And like everyone who is in crypto, with the exception of like, you know, some very new and stunning entrants or just like, I don't know, open-minded individuals, were like, yeah, I mean, Doge's been around forever. It's like it's always trading at like 0.000000001 cents. It's like nothing. It's not going to fucking 1 cent, bro. That's insane. And then all of my like coworkers, like totally normie coworkers, were like, yeah, dude, I think Doge's going to 1 cent. And I was like, that's retarded. You're a fucking idiot. You're a huge, massive fucktard for even saying that sentence. And then once again, I was the fucktard. It went not to 1 cent. It went to what, like 30 or
80,
some shit?
Like, no, it was like 80 cents.
Yeah.
Like,
so like it was getting to be like 3, 4. And I was like, I would sell that if I were you, man. I would really take some profits here. This is unprecedented. And then it just kept fucking ripping. Thankfully, none of them sold. This was like the great part about the euphoria. It prevented them from listening to my like attempted rational advice because they had unironically unlocked like a secret new sector of the market where valuations don't matter, bro. The number can be whatever you want. Just keep believing and it can keep going up. And I was like,
bro, I have a tweet from like 2018 or 19. That's like me, like legitimately, I'm like fucking on Adderall. I'm having a schizophrenic break. And I'm like, all right, what if Elon Musk, so there's a thing called the God Doc, like the God PDF. It's God.pdf. And it's like, it's a Doge market maker, the original one, explaining how he would manipulate prices. It's like, he does like a step-by-step and explains how he manipulates Doge. And I was like, on a bunch of Adderall. Like, what if Elon becomes a new fucking god PDF?
Oh no.
And then Doge goes to a crazy price. And I bought a bunch of it. Now, I sold a lot of it. I did actually make a lot on Doge with what was left over, which is very funny. But looking back like 2-3 years later, like, no fucking way my Adderall conspiracy actually planned out and actually worked out. I would have made so much money.
This is like a somewhat unrelated commentary here, but people always talk about like the psychedelic shit as being like, oh, it's spiritual, the LSD, the DMT, like I saw God. Like, I swear to God, stimulant psychosis can actually induce way higher frequency of spiritual encounters than any of that like psychedelic shit. I don't know what it is, but something about like fucking stripping your wires.
You're overclocked, bro.
With that shit.
Your brain's
man.
overclocked.
Like, yeah. Like you're up like 3 days, stimmed out of your dick. Your like adrenal gland is inflated to the point of nearly exploding. You're not even hungry anymore. You've lost all hunger completely. Hunger. Yeah. Your pee is the color of like dirt, like it's just pure brown. And that's when you start actually like having
you tap in, bro. You're locked in.
Yeah, like psychic affirmations and thoughts come into your brain. You clock
into the locked in factory. That's what happens.
That's when the universe connects with you,
bro. I wish I listened to my schizo brain then, but it worked out. I still made some money.
Do you remember that period of like, there was like a year, dude, where you had to have Elon on fucking tweet notifications?
Oh, yeah.
Or else he would just randomly tweet some bullshit that would like, it was like an instant 30% candle, either up or down, about whatever the fuck he tweeted about. And if you didn't like change your position in the market, he could just liquidate you instantly.
Destroy you.
It was awful, man. I had fucking alarms on for Elon tweet notifications.
I was very much unemployed and very much on Adderall, so I was actually having a great time. I have quite a few tweets of me and Twickatees laughing about how Doge is going to $1 and everyone's an idiot for fading us. And I had a great time with that. But that was Adderall psychosis speaking.
It is funny to think back on how things have gotten normalized, in the sense that like if you were to say something like that this cycle, nobody would bat an eye at all, right? Mm-hmm. Everyone would have thought you were insane retards last cycle for saying that. But like now, like absolutely delusional boltardism that isn't like if I were to say, dude, like I think Bitcoin's going to $1 trillion. And some guy, well, like actually, like the global market cap in terms of US dollars wouldn't be enough to sustain even 1/4 of that if everybody sold every dollar. That it was like,
shut up, loser.
I don't think that matters any. Like I don't know, man. We're in like a new phase.
We're going to $1 trillion.
Yeah,
hop in.
Fuck it. At this point, like money will just magically appear and get shipped into shit. I don't know if it's going to be like inflation or whatever, but like, oh, and this is the other thing that I've been really doing to fuck with people. When people ask me for like my like reasonable end cycle cryptocurrency type targets for like what the prices are going to be.
Yeah.
I say like, well, do you want the prices in $2020 or in $2024? And if they say they want it in $2024, I'm like, it can't be counted. Numbers that high. Like the Fed's been printing, dude. Like, I don't know, man. The Fed's been printing real hard, man. The Fed's been really fucking. I think we could genuinely go to $6 quadrillion after hyperinflation, bro.
Bro, let me do one word for you: hyper Bitcoinization. Look it up.
Hyper Bitcoin. Yeah, like
we're fucking going. We're buying Citadels for everyone.
Dude, I have been repeating the holy golden bull run so fucking like I'm like, and I will say this with normal people, I will say this with my parents. It's gotten to the point where like all of my friends now, even if they've never fucking heard of crypto, they didn't really give a shit about it, because like I don't really talk about it with my normal friends that much, because it's like, you know, they're normal people. I'm not gonna like shove coin shit on them if they don't give a fuck about it, despite the fact that it's now like the only thing that I can focus on, because it's like the highest ROI activity in my fucking life. But I will talk about the holy golden bull run, and they're now like, oh yeah, it's just Lucas is saying that every asset is going to $10 trillion with zero pullbacks, and he's been right. He's been fucking right so far.
Like pullback in this paradigm, bro.
Yeah, dude. Like, I mean, obviously we have like that
the
big
new mathematics of the blockchain.
Dude, it started with. Do you remember Big Dick Bull on Twitter?
Yeah.
So and we've shouted him out on the podcast before. He had a Discord. We shilled everybody to go to that shit. I've been, I don't want to say I was like a day one Big Dick Bull supporter, but definitely early days on that guy.
You're a day one Big Dick Bull rider.
Yeah, it doesn't sound good when I say it like that, but it's important to be honest in these situations. But the dude literally formed his account on like the exact Pico bottom of Bitcoin, like on that candle down to like 15K, like the exact wick. He created his account and he went around just shit talking every bear, like everyone who was like, "Oh, it's over, man. Like it's going to zero." Like he went around just saying, "You're a fucking retard, dude. You are going to eat shit in 3 months. Fuck you, dude. Fuck you." So many people got so pissed off at this guy. And like literally from that exact moment, the price has just gone up forever with like no fucking red days. Just infinite up, infinite up. And he just keeps going, "No, dude, like we are going to fucking pump so hard off of this shit. Bears are going to be left sidelined and suicidal. Like you think you're waiting for a pullback so you can buy this shit? You're not getting one. Fuck
no
you. We are
bro.
going to $1 million with no pullbacks. If you don't buy right now, you should fucking kill yourself, man."
That's so real though. We are going to $1 million, zero pullbacks. It's
that was the thing. He was right. So and
he
like
right.
after, so there was a point where I was like, this guy's funny. Like I like the spirit, and like I don't have big enough balls to be doing this or acting on it, but I like that there is a guy doing it. That's kind of cool. It feels Chad, right? And then that was at like I don't know, like 15, 18 ish, and we get up to like 20, and I'm like, not bad. Like I guess he was right. That's kind of lucky. We get up to like 25, 28. We start, and I'm like, okay, so we're up like basically 2x from when he started this, and it was all right. And then we go to like 28, and then we go to 32 and 36, and like each of these levels, I'm sitting there being like, holy shit, man. He was actually fucking right. Like everything he said, he was like, "Oh, BlackRock is buying this shit up. They are accumulating every single dip. They are not going to let it fucking go down. They are."
Dude.
And he was like, "Yeah, like if you think that BlackRock is going to buy this shit up and then not leverage the news cycle, the massive like media instrument that they have to pump the fuck out of their own bags, then you're insane." And like it looks like we're kind of starting to see that now, right? Because there was flat out like a media blackout on talking about Bitcoin
until all-time high. That was
right.
Actually
and
wild.
Then we break, and then the dam breaks, and now it's like, oh, now they're gonna fucking pump their shit after they accumulated, and if like everyone accumulated, and if you didn't get in now, it's fucking over, I guess, because it seems like they're just gonna ship this to a gazillion.
They're posting tweets of Ansem on the fucking CNBC.
Yeah,
you
man.
See that? They don't give a fuck anymore. They're like, "Oh yeah, it's time to pump, bro."
Yeah, like
we were saying like 2 weeks ago that everyone doesn't know that like we were like right around all-time high.
Yeah,
like there was no conversation.
We said basically the same thing last week, which was that like I think they're like intentionally media blackouting it so that they can like finish accumulating, and when they do, it's just like, bro, fucking Trump came out and said, "Oh yeah, like I've changed my stance on cryptocurrency. Actually, I think they're fun coins that you can like have a lot of I don't know." He basically said some goofy Trump bullshit, but it was like his previous stance on Bitcoin was like, "Fuck it, this is fake and gay." So like he coincidentally comes out and says, "No, Bitcoin is based like the day we break all-time high." Bro, it gets blasted around the media.
RFK Jr. was at the ETH Denver talking about destroy the Fed. I'm fucking pro Bitcoin. He was like going hell. He was going off. Dude, it's a new paradigm.
Yeah, like all these big institutionally supported like companies, dude. Like I've worked with companies that are building out like financial instruments to do like private exchanges and stuff like that. And like literal countries are looking at tokenizing their currency and backing their shit with Bitcoin. Not just like the meme countries like Dubai and fucking Argentina, what's the other
Venezuela.
Venezuela, yeah, like not like the ones that are just like in the news for doing this, but like other real random countries. Like serious countries, man. They're looking at this shit, and they have been.
We're so back, dude. It's a new fucking paradigm.
Yeah, and I don't know,
we
man.
Never left, but we're so back.
Anyway, the long wrapping this story up is Big Dick Bull, who I thought was like a funny.
Shout out to my ex-girlfriend, you idiot! You fucking stole the bottle. I'm joking. I'm joking.
Dude, I have now been sent multiple screenshots of multiple different ex-girlfriends complaining about my tweets and how I'm just like euphorically tap dancing on the timeline. Like, you know, like it's like you'll be awake for like 3 days. Bitcoin like hits a new all-time high. Oh my fucking God. Like, and I think it's just driving them nuts, dude. I think
I hope so.
Yeah. It would be kind of funny to get to watch like after the breakup, watch some guys like net worth just straight up like 10x in like half a year off of like gay internet coins. Like, it would be really annoying. If I was a girl, I would be really fucking irritated.
That happened to me in 2018, I guess. Like, we broke up on the literal pico bottom of the market, and it only went up from there. And I was like 100x long. It was great. I was like, ha, you fucked up. So, you know, such is life.
Yeah, I don't know if they probably know that it doesn't really matter that much, just because like I'm too like frugal to actually like go full spender mode. So like you can give me the 100 million.
They only see the money that you spend.
I'm still not gonna buy you the designer handbags you want. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Unless it's like a very calculated social move in some sense. But the important thing, again, is I thought Big Dick Bull was just a fucking jokester, like a funny vibes guy. And at some point he convinced me through just like sheer relentless being correct that, oh, like we're actually just buy every time you see red ever, just fucking buy it and you're going to be insta-green. And
I wouldn't be shocked if Big Dick Bull is like one of the old accounts. Like, so like, first of all, Kobe hasn't been around. I wouldn't be shocked if he's like Kobe, because Kobe disappeared because he was getting annoyed.
I've talked to the guy.
I mean, it might not be Kobe, but
I've talked to the guy a decent bit one-on-one, and I think that he actually was some like lurker guy that just like made an account and decided to go hard. I might be wrong. Like, he might actually be some like giga Bitcoin whale, but
oh no, not that. I mean, like, there's two people that like I always look for in a bull market, and it's Kobe and Angelo BTC, and when they're surprisingly not here. And I mean,
Kobe was shitting on Keyboard Monkey yesterday. Did you see that one?
I did not see that. I think he's back.
Because Keyboard Monkey made some tweet saying like, guys, like, I'm shorting here. I'm very confident that this is going to be a very very high conviction short that I will be able to close for a lot of profit. And then like 6 hours after he posts that tweet, like the market just like nukes upward like 20%. Fucking every short blown out, like their asshole just like stretched 10 miles wide. Completely.
I've seen one of his wallets, and it was like I had like $150 million of ETH in it. I was like, what the fuck is this? Why? And like I had like at least like $10 million of USDC. I was like, I hate you, but also based.
Oh yeah, the Keyboard Monkey guy.
No, not him. Kobe.
Oh yeah, no. Kobe is
giga rich.
Anyway, so yeah. Keyboard Monkey tweeted out that thing saying that like I'm shorting basically, and as soon as we get like the God candle, Kobe just responds to him with just all lowercase LOL. Because I mean, Kobe is like he seems like a nice, cool guy, but he's also like truly terrifying in the sense that he actually does have like over $1 billion of crypto. And he can like, that's like very market manipulation territory. So like, and I don't think he would do this. I don't think he would. He seems like a nice guy, but if he goes through your profile, if he goes through your profile and he says like, this guy was kind of a bastard to me, like, I think he has enough money that like, regardless of whatever your portfolio is holding,
he can just end you.
I think he could just send it to zero. Like, I think he could just like buy and then like juke your shit straight down to the ground, short you with like $10 billion. So like I'm terrified of Kobe, man. He's like the scariest person in the universe to me, right?
And too bad he gave up podcasting, so we're no longer his enemy. But
thank God, man.
We could have been in his crosshairs.
That would have been the most horrifying thing in the universe.
No, that would have been tough.
Coming up on Kobe with like the podcast thing. Yeah, but I don't know, man. I don't know. All this, like, I'm starting to turn into like an actual delusional boltard who
that's good.
Like every fucking dip, like even that last dip where I was saying like, dude, like, should I like I did, like I bought, I didn't buy like a fuck ton, but it's like I increased my leverage by like 2x. I'm at 4x now on my whole fucking derivatives
4x leverage. Okay, that's big for you.
Well, on my, like, that's on my whole derivatives portfolio. Like, that's not like one position, right? So it's like the whole fucking thing. And it's like it paid off. It went up. I took some profits. We're good. We're Gucci. And this is the other thing. Like, I am still a pussy in that if I buy the dip, what I usually do is I buy the dip with giga size now, and then I take a lot off the table once we get up towards the next level.
Yeah.
And then basically the rest is just free rolling at that point because but it's like,
that's a wise way to play it.
There is going to be a point where buying the dip with giga size is going to be really dumb, right? Like we are going to get a dip that's like an actual dip at some point where they like, you know, it's not just like some fucking like 20% retrace and then like in the next hour it goes up 40%. It will actually be like a prolong. They have to. There's no way it can just literally be. I don't know. Maybe it can be. Who fucking knows?
I mean, listen, I say until you start seeing a $250,000, I would say just keep buying, and that start to be wary after a $250,000. That's my personal opinion.
Yeah, my strategy has been like I said, like after we break all-time high, I'm taking out my initial, so I absolutely cannot lose more than I put in. I'm not touching it. I'm not touching it. I will put it in some sort of shitty yield farm. So it's like I'm still going to try and make as much on it as I can, but I will not allow myself to round trip this, okay? There's a 0% chance now that we can round trip this. I'm too traumatized, man. The first cycle, I was so risky. The second cycle, I was very risky. This cycle, I am a war veteran, and I'm not like the cool kind who's like a grizzled action hero. I'm like a pussy with PTSD who starts peeing himself when like loud noises go off or fireworks.
Oh, I thought they said I could get out. They lent me my contract another year.
I see fucking APRs above like 7%, and I start getting very, very worried, man. I don't know.
I'm pretty good at one thing I am good at, even though I might be trash at trading, is I'm good at recognizing the top. I feel it in my bones because you were
definitely better than me. I mean, how many times did I DM you specifically at the end of last cycle being like, bro, is it over? And you were like, yeah, it's totally over. You should sell. And I was like, okay. And then I would message you again a week later and be like, bro, like I'm starting to think you were right and it's really over. And you're like, yeah, it's totally over, man. You got to sell. And then we would do the same thing and we would just keep doing this. And I just kept watching the numbers go down and you kept saying the same thing. And like, I don't know if you remembered having those interactions because I
vaguely, but I do know that like, here's the thing. My inner hater is so strong. I feel the opportunity to hate come. Like I got into crypto shorting, like that stuff. Like I didn't get in. Like the first thing I was doing was shorting. So
I'm actually really good at pulling like when things have like a massive green dildo breakout at like timing the exact top for that 2% short. Like that is unfortunately something that I am very good at. And in the bear market, that was my bread and butter. It's really retarded to short right now because
very bad now. Don't do it.
It's like you can wait 30 seconds and then the candle can update and it will be 3 times higher than it was previously. Like it can actually just do a 300% move in like 2 seconds.
So I learned how to trade in like 2018 around like, and like it was like the cash boy era of just like everything's going to fucking $14 short everything, and everyone's still like kind of delusional. And like because that's how I started, I see that when it starts to happen, I'm like, oh, we can just fucking nowadays I don't even bother shorting because you can just get wrecked in like a candle. So now I just go straight to stables and I'm like, all right, it's over. I'll see you guys next year. I'm gonna ship post and I'm gonna be in stables. But I do like
shorting is just it's so insane. Like
it's very fun though.
It's that's very like fun, and like that's the problem is like you feel like your dick is bigger per gain on shorting than basically anything else, right? Like if you make a lot of money shorting Bitcoin, you feel so fucking cool.
Oh yeah, because it also like happens like instantly too.
Yeah.
Right? So like you see it's like I entered and I'm up 10x, and it's very it's very addicting, and it's the problem is when you're on leverage, it's bad.
Because with everything being so algo driven now, everything just kind of like nukes around a lot with like you can see something will be like grinding up towards a level, and then as it hits, you can see when it's like running out of momentum. And then like when people decide, okay, there's not enough momentum here, I'm gonna get out before the rest of you guys later, it just fucking straight down, right? And then a lot of the time, like people buy the dip, it retraces, it goes back up. But like if you have a short position there and you just like click when you see the big red
and then get out
and then close it, and and you tell yourself like, I can just keep doing this every time, bro. Like I can just time it, man. I'm a fucking. But then that one time,
blows you the fuck
out. Right. The one time you're
because
wrong.
Here's the thing that you don't know about shorting is that so when you're longing, there's infinite upside and there's limited downside. When you're shorting, there's limited downside, so you can only make but so much shorting.
Yeah,
but there is infinite upside.
Yes.
So if you get fucked in a mega retrace, you could lose your entire account
and people
very easily.
Yes. And well, the other thing is like when you start throwing around big amounts of money, you also develop like sort of your balls grow, right? So like you see that you'll be in the red, like 50K on a position. And it's like, okay, it's like, it's not great, but like, I'm going to hold this out. It'll turn around. I'm not going to fucking eat this loss, whatever. But then it can just keep going, and it goes from 50K to 100K to 200K to 400. Like it can just keep
and going very fast.
There are people right now who have short positions open on Bitcoin that have been short since 60K, and they're either going to close for a massive loss or they're going to be slaughtered, right? Like they're not. It's not going to let them close that shit in green, man. It simply will not. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. This was not a price prediction. This is not financial. But they're fucked. Bears are fucked.
Bears are so fucked. Yes, but this is all to say, the best way to short, and because I learned with the shorting with the leverage, I realized I would have made more money if I just went to stables. So I did that last time, and I actually saved a lot more money because going to stables is also a short position. It's just a 1x leverage short position.
Yeah, and the other thing is that when you are shorting, you're like, unless you start really early and you literally catch like you're like on the bleeding edge of catching the very top, the funding rate is not going to be super cool because like
it's not in your favor
when crypto starts going down near the end of a cycle, everybody flips to shorting really hard, and like the funding rate is basically like, in order to short something at leverage, you need to be taking out a loan from the exchange, right? And a loan has interest. The funding rate is the interest. So if there's a bunch of people who want to be shorting, the interest rate on that short position to hold it open costs a lot of money, right?
Yeah,
so it's
this is another thing too. I didn't learn this lesson.
And most exchanges hide this shit too. Like they do it very intentionally to try and be sneaky.
They don't show you that your balance is like your P&L is shrinking.
Yes.
And it's shrinking like over.
They hide it. They chip away at your collateral without showing you that your profits are shrinking. Right? It's this very
clever
thing. But if you go in and you check your exchange fees on like if you get like the Excel spreadsheet that they give you for tax purposes, you can go and you can look at the funding payments and add them up and say, oh, they're getting me real fucking good on this shit. I actually just I realized that one of the positions I had open was fucking charging me like $1,800 a day to maintain it. And I was like, I don't really think I need to be doing that. That doesn't seem. And it was like it made money. But it was a MOG long, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I was longing the fuck out of a meme coin that went up like, I don't know, like 3x or some shit over the period. And it was a fairly large position, right? Like it was an unreasonable purchase, because I was like, oh fuck, I can use my ox as collateral to long another shit coin. I can leverage my shit coins using my other shit coins as collateral. This is amazing. So I just was like, let's try this out, and then it went up a lot. But
then you go 1.8% doesn't sound a lot. You go 1% a day. That's great. I'm making so many multiples. And then
Yeah.
if you have a big position because you were correct,
Well,
you're like, oh, well, that's actually $1,000 a day.
Well, so the thing that got me on this one was, so most places display their funding rate as either a daily percent or as a once every 8 hours percent, right?
Yeah.
This one does it hourly. So I was like, oh, that percent looks fairly, like, it's high, but it's not
innocuous.
like it made sense that it was high because it's hard to offer derivatives on a meme coin, right? Because in order to let people short that, how the fuck do you hedge a shit coin that can literally go up 10 billion times, right? So like the exchange has to somehow make money on this. And so they jack up the funding fees. But then I realized,
hourly is crazy.
Right. That's hourly.
Compounding.
So this
that's
is hourly, and I thought it was like,
that's so
I thought it was fucking daily, dude.
That's usury, bro.
So I went back, right, and I was like, oh, maybe I should close a little bit of this one out, right? We don't need that much open interest.
That's compounding interest 24 times a day.
Yes,
that's so evil.
It was a little bit nuts, but
holy shit.
But again, like, that's the problem because nobody's shorting it, because like you would have to be a genuine retard to short a fucking meme coin, right? Like that's one of those things that you do like purely as a flex to like dunk on the community because you like hate them or something. And like I've seen people try and do it so many fucking times and it's never worked. It's like absolutely never worked every single time. Because when you have some big rich guy coming out and publicly saying like, yeah, like, I think you're going to zero. This is my entry price. I sure hope a bunch of you guys who hate me don't go and buy like $50 of this coin until I'm broke, right? Like, it's going to happen. Yeah. If you're being a cocky bastard on the internet and people
they're
can
gonna try to liquidate you.
Yeah, and people can see how to make you broke. Like, they're gonna make you broke.
I think I saw that. Who was that? The Pudgy Penguins guy with on it when he longed something on FTX, and then like he was just like down $30 million dollars. I can't remember. This is 2021, but I just remember everyone was watching because they showed the P&Ls for the biggest winner and loser, and everyone was just like, "Oh, he's gonna get fucking liquidated." It was like a blood sport. It was great.
It's so, or like, remember when Sifu had that massive short position on Ethereum? He had like 100 something million short, and I want to say it was in like Hyperliquid or something, and he closed it like $50 before he got blown out. And I think he did it again. I think he's been, because some of these guys like
Sifu is like a notorious scammer on multiple. He did Quadriga.
Sifu is fucking based, man. He is genuinely like he made so much. I might be totally slandering the guy, but the lore is essentially that like he is, and his real life persona is responsible for like 8 Quadriga. Of the biggest financial heists in the last like decade.
There's a documentary on him, his real life persona on Netflix.
He's fucking ran this bitch so, and like the very number one, like the first one of those financial heists gave him enough money that he could effectively just like retire, right? Like he could retire and be like so wealthy it would be like painful, right? Like he had like hundreds of millions, and then he still came back to continue fucking scamming. And it's just pure love of the game, man. Like
love of the game.
He refuses. Like, he is not in this for the money. He does not get he's burning through the money by shorting fucking majors in a bull run just to like motivate him harder to go out and scam better, dude. It's like so awesome.
It is pretty base when you put it that way.
Yeah,
he's kind of it's
the icon. Most Faustian thing in the entire universe, man. He's like, if you took a used car salesman and you just fucking you put every single skill point into every single category and made it like the high, like this is the god version of the used car salesman. He can sell you anything. He can fucking pickpocket. It's just God. It's so fucking cool. And he looks exactly like you expect that he would too. Like if you see a picture of the guy, he looks like the king of all used car salesmen who is just going to fucking bleed the shit dry, man. But I've also heard from some of my other coworkers, actually, some of the more well-known ones, that he's like, this is all just like a dumb folktale, and he's actually never done anything bad, and he's cool, and he's been blamed unfairly for a bunch of stuff. I don't want to believe that though, just because this story
I'm sure there's somewhere in between the two.
This story is way cooler. Like, I would much prefer believing this like insane mythological legend of like the scammer god than I would believing that it's just like hearsay. I
do prefer to have a scammer god.
Yeah,
it's kind of
and it also like, because I mean. Dude, in crypto, you just see so many low effort, shitty scams, you know, like so much of the industry.
If it's not seafood, then it's Sisyphus. Sisyphus Airlines is the scammer guy.
Yeah. Like, dude, I don't want some fucking stupid dog coin that rugs for like $60,000. Like, that's bitch shit. Like, I don't like the ESL Serbians in a Telegram group who like clone your Twitter profile and like pretend to be you to like get someone to click a drainer. It sucks. I want somebody who scams people out of like $5 billion using like something. Luna was a great one, actually. Like Luna
was a great scam.
Luna scammed the fuck out of me. And like now when people
scam themselves, you have to first scam yourself to scam other people. That's the first rule of scamming.
Yeah. Like, I genuinely think that Do Kwon did not believe that Luna was like an enormous Ponzi. Like now, like I get it. I get why it was a Ponzi. You know, obviously,
I don't think he did either. I think he was a true believer.
Yeah. I think he was. And like, I don't know, like Luna, it sucked, I guess, in some capacity. Like, I didn't like losing all of my money in Luna, but like, it was beautiful. It was like, it was and it was one of those things where like, if it hadn't have had a valuation of like $120 billion, there's a chance that my brain might have looked at it and said, maybe I should be a little more skeptical of this. Maybe this is a scam. But the number was so fucking high. I was like, holy shit. They've revolutionized finance. Revolutionary, decentralized, algorithmic stablecoins. It's going to $1 billion, dude. This is amazing.
You know, the thing is, too, when it's at $100 billion and also your stablecoins at $100 billion, you go, oh, if something goes wrong, I'll have time. I'll have time to react to it. And in one candle, it goes down 99%. Listen, that was such a. I remember when I was working for a job and I was like doing research, and my job got mad at me because they was like, "You're the research guy. You're supposed to be giving us updates." I'm like, I just watched $100 billion go to zero in like 45 seconds, dude.
It was like,
I don't know what else to do,
dude. I was going through and doing my taxes, and I looked at my tax records on Gemini Exchange, and do you know what I found?
What?
I found me market buying Luna when it was crashing. I was buying Luna when it was crashing from fucking $90. I was buying it $40, man. I was like, oh, this is a good dip, man. This is 50% down, dude. I'm going to be fucking eating off of this, man.
There was actually a point after like a couple of days later where my friend and I were sending each other like $1 billion Luna to like favorite bar tabs. We're like, it's gonna come back, bro. Dude, we're gonna be so rich when it goes up to like 10 cents.
Dude, I was ACH depositing from my bank account in $10,000 clips to buy Luna at sub $60, man. It was so funny.
That's so awesome.
This is something that people don't really understand, right? Is they'll be like, oh, like Lucas, you're saying like, well, Sifu the Scammer Guide, you wouldn't like that if you were caught in this. You fail to understand that like, I truly do appreciate the beauty of my own retardation as I nuke my shit straight into the ground. Like I will not sit there frowning, man. Like, it is funny. This shit is funny. This industry is funny as fuck.
It is very funny. Like, there's nothing funnier than losing everything on like a stupid decision.
And then you lose, and then it just comes back from no. Like, I fucking lost everything, and dude, like the only money that I have put into crypto since that point, since when everything died, it's zero. I haven't put anything in. Like when I told you the
same remaining 10K.
So the remaining 10K was not actually remaining from the Luna shit. That was the Arbitrum airdrop. The 16K Arbitrum airdrop is literally like
As you've been running, yeah.
I ran everything up from the 16K Arbitrum airdrop.
I wish one day, Coinbase, please hear my prayer that you unlock my airdrop, because it's stuck in my Dex wallet in Coinbase, and they won't let me switch to Arbitrum.
There's a 0% chance this ever happens. I'm sorry.
No. All they have to do is accept Arbitrum, because it's on their chain. It's just that the wallet won't let me switch to Arbitrum. So once they go, oh, regulation is allowing us to use Arbitrum, I can get my airdrop back.
It's not happening. It's not going to happen. I'm sorry.
I'm going to keep my fingers crossed, because you never know.
There is basically your only hope is that you grow your account big enough that you can tweet something out bitching about this, and some guy at Coinbase, like after you've gotten like 1,700 likes and your Arbitrum airdrop is worth like $2 million now after Arb sends so hard, it makes everybody's faces bleed. I don't think this is going to happen. I'm sorry. It's a cursed token, man. Like I was so sure that it was going to be at like $7 and I was going to fucking regret selling my airdrop. I sold it like
the thing is, I was trying to sell the airdrop. I sent it to Coinbase to send it to my bank account.
Yeah.
But I sent it to the wrong wallet, and now I never got to sell it.
You're literally, your only hope is like for a viral social media complaint, and then because actually, do you remember that time when I bitched about how shitty their user interface was? They had a representative reach out to me and like personally DM me and talk me through, and like they asked me for like screenshots of like the specific fuck ups so that I could show them. Because like Safari browser had like display issues with.
I got a representative sent to me for bitching about it. But then they were like, oh yeah, no, we can't do anything about that.
There's a point, right? Like there's like 3 tiers. The tier of like the public representative who just deals with the like random like cockroach people that they don't give a shit about. The tier 2 people who deal with like the mid-tier influencers who like they're not bankroll, and then the tier 1 reps where you will get the white glove service, right?
Yeah.
Because you have the ability to like fuck with them enough that they will like disregard US regulations for brief periods of time.
I need to get white glove.
This is the thing. If you enter into some sort of mutually agreed blackmail situation, right? Like you have to do something that is about as illegal as what they're doing, so that they know that if you tell that they did this, that you're all fucked. Everything's fucked.
That's when they call up the new Epstein. They're like, you have to hit the island, otherwise you're not going to get this back.
Yeah. They got to find some way. So I don't know about your Arbitrum airdrop coming back, but it's fine because it's a cursed token, dude. I don't know. Cursed. Like it literally, like based on the up only of every other single token and everything in the entire fucking market, I would have expected it to be like $7 now somehow.
It should be a lot higher than it is.
It's like exactly.
Wow, it's $2. That's about where it was when
it's like 30% higher than when I sold out of mine. It's insane. Yeah. And like I literally just sold the airdrop as soon as I got mine.
Yeah, but then see, the thing is, it's $2 now, but if it's continuing to move at this rate that it's moving, and it does hit $7, I'm going to jump off a building. It's fine. I won't give a fuck.
Everything I put it in is up so much more than Arbitrum. I love Arbitrum. It's a great ecosystem. I'm not gonna, but like the token, I don't know, dude. I don't know.
No, I don't care about the token. I want the airdrop to sell it, to put into shit, but it's fine.
Yeah,
it's fine. Maybe grass will save me,
dude. There have been a lot of cursed tokens actually.
Use my grass ref link and save me from myself.
Oh, so true. You should toss that in the video
description, maybe.
Yeah,
it might be too late. I think they're going to release the airdrop. They're going to tell us about it tomorrow. I'm pretty sure.
Oh fuck yeah! I forgot. I was meaning to start farming. Everybody's going to go print off of this shit too. It's like all of this AI stuff. Like I said, there's all the crypto narratives. There's this AI stuff. All the AI coins are going to ship just because crypto people, one, we love vaporware. We love the fuck out of vaporware. 2, none of us have jobs, dude. So like we don't even like. None of us have the ability technically to evaluate whether some AI coin is just enormous vapor or it's real, right? There's like a 0% chance of the cryptocurrency investors doing successful due diligence on an AI coin project. Fundamentally, we all know that it doesn't make any sense, right? If you have an actual AI project, why are you not shilling it to the Silicon Valley venture capital guys? Why are you releasing a token? What is the token going to be? It doesn't make any sense.
This one, I feel like Yeah, there's no reason to have a token.
The
However,
only thing that makes sense with the token,
computation, because it's decentralized computation or something.
That's what I was going to say, is it only makes sense if you're using the token as a literal token to unlock like generative tokens in a machine learning model. That's the only way somehow makes sense. A little.
Or maybe I think they're paying you for the tokens that you're using the model. I don't know, but it's something.
But but it, like
they're using your
it doesn't matter because none of these people who have tokens they don't own their own GPUs, and they're not charging you for the runtime. So like that's not what the token is. It's just like
I don't know what it's for, but it's gonna fucking. Yeah, it's gonna send
all the AI.
All I know is
shit.
Grass is gonna send,
dude.
I don't know
the
what
AI
it does.
Shit sends so fucking Tau, dude. People sent me Tau like 6 months ago.
I'm smoking that Grass pack, if you know what I'm saying.
And I was in like bear market headspace, so I looked at Tau. I read a little bit about the documentation. I talked to some people, some of the open AI guys we know, and I said like, "What do you guys think about this shit?" And they were like, "This is giga vapor. Like this is fake as fuck, man." And I was like, "Okie doke."
Buying it instantly.
No, I did not. I did not buy it, and then it went up like literally like 200x from that point, like straight up. Like right now, it is literally like I was shilled this at sub like $1, man.
Sorry, when you tell everyone is, and I think this is the one takeaway you need to have. This is not financial advice. However, if there's no product, you cannot be disappointed because there's no reality to compare.
This is very true.
You can be sold a dream, and dreams, as that VC said, there's no ceiling to the dream.
I was talking to somebody who made a killing off of all of the AI coins and whatever, and I said like, so I didn't really touch this shit because I after like not being wrong, like I still bought shit that went up, but I didn't buy the shit that went up the most. I just decided this isn't like my market sector. I'm not going to be fucking around with this too much. What was your thing? Like, what was your edge here? And he was like, oh. So when they start promising the product and stuff like that, I lever up. And then when they release the product, I sell because of exactly what you just said, right? If there's a product, then your hopes can be destroyed. If there's no product, then your imagination itself is the product. And that is $1 quadrillion right there. Yeah. That is the true valuation.
The Cardano method. This is perfected by Cardano. Cardano went to billions of dollars, had no product, and sure, they're like the most secure chain ever. They published papers on encryption. Suck my dick. They went to $6 billion with the website and nothing else. And I ever since then I was like, wow, that's what a dream is worth.
Yes,
$6 billion.
No, that's a fraction of what a dream is worth.
That's a fraction of what a dream is worth.
A true dream is worth at least like $80 quadrillion, like unlimited, so many zeros you can't even like quantify them. You start thinking it's some sort of like Venezuelan hyperinflation shit, like funny money, monopoly dollars, monkey bills,
Zimbabwe bills. That's how much a dream is worth.
Just fucking fake as fuck. I don't know, man.
I think on that note though, because it is getting late, I might have to call it. I think the dream is a good place to end it because I do have to.
Oh yeah, you're going to bed. You don't want to keep podcasting for another fucking.
I do actually. If it was a little earlier,
that's fair. Yeah, I don't know. I'm actually feeling okay given the fact that
once you start, you're like a momentum guy,
right? Have you noticed me getting like more amped up as we get? This is good because I have not been talking to anybody for this.
That's
last
why
month.
Your energy has been low. Yeah, you have to get on Spaces and talk to people for hours on the phone. Otherwise, your mental health declines.
That's true. Actually, I can't. I literally can't be locked in the house looking at charts. I need to talk to people vocally, and I've been avoiding it actually because, like, I'm like, bro, like I have been seriously whacked out, man. Like I'm basically nocturnal. I sleep like 2 hours a day max now.
I have noticed that, yeah.
And I'm like,
I'm like 3 a.m. now.
Yeah. And I'm like, I think I'm like a fucked up, like schizo crazy person. I don't want to be talking to people. I don't want to be talking to important people. I don't want to be meeting new people because they're going to be like, this guy is like a fucking retard. He's an insane retard, man. And I think I have to just not care and ship it, man. I think I've got to
ship it, dude. Yeah. Get back on Spaces.
Speaking of which, you know what we got to do? We got to get a fucking call with the MOG team about our wonderful partnership. The MOG team, the team of MOG Coin.
We should do that this week.
The hardest official sponsorship that the Verse and Lucas podcast has ever had by MOG Coin. which is hilarious
fucking
because I think
days.
apparently we shilled them because I'm just
we showed them just incidentally because we like them.
Yeah, like I'm just friends with the team and shit like that. And I guess around the Ansem episode, I said like, yeah, dude.
Oh yeah,
like,
because that's when it came out. That's when Mog came out. Was the Ansem episode?
So
I was literally in Mog, like it had just launched.
Yeah. I think you were like commenting on saying like, oh, dude, did you see this Mog coin? Is like, yeah, I fucking bought, dude. Mog is an awesome word. I love this shit. Good energy. And then
and that's our most popular episode. So actually, that is actually we should. Why didn't we think of this sooner?
We should have clipped that. We should have clipped that for clout and gone back. But I had a bunch of people this last week when Mog like Giga sent messaging me. Like I had some guy tell me that he paid off his fucking house in Mog because we shilled it when it was like sub 3 million market cap or something. And it's at like early. 500 million or something. So he made like a 200 something X.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
Everybody did so fucking well.
I didn't make that much,
right? Yeah.
That's classic.
I found one of my wallets where like I was holding Mog. I bought at a point. It went down. It came up to a little bit above that point, and I sold for like a 5% profit. I don't know why. I did nothing with the Ethereum. I didn't need the liquidity. But like if I go back and look at that sell order right now, it's like 6 figs easy.
I don't want to look at what my no. Maybe for content. Let's do it for content. Let's go to Etherscan. How much did I fumble?
Is that?
See. I think I could do this. I haven't used this wallet pretty much since then, so it probably is easy to find. That's so all right. We can do this. Let's try to keep the no more dead air. Vers.
For those of you unfamiliar, there are all these websites that you can plug your crypto wallet into, and they look basically at the price when you sold versus the price that it is now, and they tell you how badly you fucked up, right? Like it's like the ultimate tool for self-flagellation.
I see Mog coin. I had. Where the fuck is the number of coins? That's the block number.
They all unfortunately use Etherscan, which is the biggest piece of shit website. And I don't understand how all of this stuff is so bad still, actually.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, it's one of those things where it's just like, it's like a grandfathered in at this point.
Well, and I have like this weird Stockholm syndrome with crypto stuff.
Oh, that's a big number. Holy shit. All right. What is the price of Mog right now before I kill myself? Oh, no. Oh, no.
Well, the Mog is actually down right now.
It's probably not down past where it was.
No, it's not going to, but it's like, it's on a nice dip here, actually.
Okay, we're at a nice dip. All right. I won't. Oh, 300 million market cap. That is a lot higher than I
right like Mog dips now and it doesn't even go below 250,000. It got kind of sendy, bro. Like
I was talking about how 100 million market cap was my goal, and it's 3 times that.
Dude, Mog, again, not financial advice, but Mog is breaking billion easy. Like Mog is going to multiple billions. I'm 100. Look at the fucking video on their pinned tweet, man. Like I was
talking to the guy who made it. Is that Morpheus or Morbius or more?
I was just looping that video, like blasting my speakers as Bitcoin was breaking its all-time high. And it was just like, holy shit, man. That was like, I was so euphoric, man. He was
showing it to me right after he made it in Denver.
It's just awesome. And like, I don't know, they just keep having like really fun memes in the sense that like, you know, everyone else did this like, oh, wag me, like cute dogs, whatever. Mog is like, it's not like an existing meme, right? It's not like Dogecoin or Pepe or something that just they made a coin. Like they made their own thing, and it's this coin that's basically just a big like fuck you, like buy this coin or fuck you, dude. we are going to make you kill yourself if you don't fucking buy our coin, right? Like. And it's been true. Like everybody who hasn't bought it is now sitting there like, wow, like I fucked up, man.
I fumbled a $260,000 position.
Nice. Yeah. That's
powerful.
I think that's not too dissimilar from where I was at with my epic Giga Mog fumble.
And that's at the dip. So, you know, good for me. But we are being sponsored by Mog now. So c'est la vie.
Not officially, actually. I did.
No, they want to officially sponsor us.
Huh?
They want to officially sponsor us. I mean,
right, but it hasn't happened yet, so we can't technically. But it was very funny. I went into the. I'm a very good negotiator, and I went into the talks with them, and we were deciding on some sort of financial compensation for shit, and I was like, this might not be the smartest thing for me to say, but like I kind of like you guys, like you're my friends and shit. And regardless of like whether or not you pay us, I think we should probably do this because it would be funny. Right.
And then meanwhile, Verse is in the chat like, no.
Yeah, Verse is like, Lucas, like, shut the fuck up. Like, ask for 6 figures, you fucking retard.
Anywho, it's been all right. I have to leave, otherwise I will not get into bed on time.
That's fair.
I need 2 hours to decompress now. Otherwise,
2 hours. Did I get you that spun up, bro?
I'm actually pretty like high.
You should go to the gym, man. Burn it off.
That'll take me longer for me to. It takes me like 3 hours after the gym to get to sleep.
I might go for like a night walk now. That might be epic. I might actually just do normal exercise. Leave the house.
Night walk would be probably better.
Doesn't sound bad, does it? It does not sound bad.
Especially in this Texas weather.
Dude, we got some nice shit out here too, man. I actually took my motorcycle out today. Like I told you, today was my day of, I'm being a normal person. I'm trying to be well adjusted. I'm leaving the house. I went to the grocery store. Dude, I have been bro, I haven't even had food in the fucking house, bro. I have been like photosynthesizing energy at this point.
I get Instacart now. I'm a fucking Instacart American.
You're one of those, man.
I've not been to the grocery store in like 3 months.
You've become Gainsey.
Yeah, because I realized I hate the grocery store. It is stressful. I'm in lines. I hate it. Though, I mean, there's like you get to see how the people live in life. Whatever, you might meet a cute girl, or I could just stay in bed and watch anime and then have it delivered to my door.
Dude,
and I realize I like that more.
My grocery store experience has become so frightening now because, like, again, like people in my town know me from like my old job, right? So I like run into like old people from my company, co-workers, etc., and they're always like asking about like what's going on, and it's like. I don't have any normal thing that I can say to them.
Have you heard of
like
podcasts?
Dude, yeah, like it's like, oh yeah, like I started my third podcast the other day with Suzu and Kyle Davies. You might have seen them on the news for blowing up a $12 billion hedge fund, right? And like I don't even think they would entertain that. I think they would just think I'm like either delusional or lying or whatever. And they'd be like, oh, like he was always a little bit eccentric, but it appears that he's like finally gone off the deep end. I will make a mental note to not interact with him again if I see him around. Right. So like I need to come up with a better, like normal fucking story for when they ask me like what's going on. And I've noticed that your car is gone for the last like 3 weeks. Where were you? Like, were you on vacation? Like how it seems like you're vacationing a lot. Like I can't respond by saying, yeah, I was at like a cryptocurrency conference. Yeah. I went to Lisbon to give a speech on fucking, what was it? Like mimetic psyops in NFTs or like none of this shit can be told to a normal person.
That's the fun of it, really.
Yeah.
Well,
okay.
Thank you all. I didn't delve into stories of East Denver, but I don't think I should actually for OPSEC.
It's gonna make me kill myself, man. I have so much FOMO from like I had to miss it because of a personal family thing, but like.
Just so you know, because everyone's like, is Lucas even real? Is that just your alt?
Literally fucking like, every single one of my internet friends that I haven't met was there, right? It was like the generational gathering of every single fucking one of them, and I missed it because I am a gay bitch.
Well, you heard it here first.
Lucas and it's over. I am a gay bitch, and it's
over. And we'll clip that.
Yep.
Cool.
When he gets older, he won't sound like this anymore, right?